Riverside Players presents Brief Encounter, Part 4. Every working day this week, Riverside brings you sections from the play, presented as a series, by Hollywood's finest actors and actresses. For generations, Riverside Players has been known for the high quality and unfailing dependability of its productions, each the result of a never-ending quest for perfection. Tonight, we bring you Part 4 of Noel Coward's Brief Encounter. In the last episode, Laura told Fred she had gone to the movies with Alec, and Alec and Laura admit their love for one another.
Fred, my dear, that week was misery. I went through it in a sort of trance. How odd of you not to have noticed that you were living with a stranger in the house. Thursday came at last. I'd arranged to meet Alec outside the hospital at 12:30.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought you wouldn't come. I've been thinking all week that you wouldn't come.
I didn't mean to, really, but here I am. We went to the Royal Hotel for lunch. It all seemed very grand. He actually ordered a bottle of champagne, and when I protested, he said we were only middle-aged once. As we were going out together, he said he had a surprise for me, and if I would wait in the lounge for 5 minutes, he'd show me what it was. Suddenly, out of the dining room came that rich, made-up Mary Norton. She must have been in the dining room all the time, and seen Alec and me and the champagne and everything.
Laura, so it was you after all. I peered and just couldn't be sure.
Oh, I never saw you at all. How awful of me. I expect it was the champagne. I can't drink champagne at all, but Alec insisted.
Alec? Alec who, dear?
Oh, Alec Harvey, of course. Dr. Harvey. Well, surely you remember the Harveys. Why, I've known them for years.
No, I don't think I have.
Well, he'll be back in a moment. You'll probably recognize him if you peer very closely. Oh, here he is now. Alec, you remember Mrs. Norton, don't you?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't.
It's no use, Laura. We've never seen each other before in our lives. I'm sure we haven't.
Oh, how absurd. Well, I made certain that he and Madeline were there when you dined with us just before Christmas last year.
Oh, well, perhaps. I must be going. Goodbye, Dr. Harvey.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my dear. I do so envy you your champagne.
That was awful.
Oh, never mind.
She'd been watching us all through lunch. Oh, dear.
Oh, forget it. Come out and look at the surprise.
No. No, Alec, I'm going home.
Oh, but you can't. I've got a little car out there. We'll go for a drive.
No, Alec, no. Let me go. I've got to go. I've got to.
Laura! Darling, I've been looking for you everywhere.
Please go away. Please go away.
I've watched every train. I can't let you go like this.
You must. It'll be better. Really, it will.
Laura, could you really say goodbye and never see me again?
Yes, if you'd help me.
I love you, Laura. I shall always love you until the end of my life. I can't look at you now because I know something. I know that this is the beginning of the end. Not the end of my loving you, but the end of our being together. But not quite yet, darling. Not quite yet.
No, darling. Not quite yet.
I know about the strain of our different lives, our lives apart from each other, and the feeling of guilt. Doing wrong is too strong, isn't it? Too great a price to pay for the happiness we'd have together. I know all this. It's the same for me, too.
You can look at me now. I'll be all right.
Let's be very careful. Let's prepare ourselves. A sudden break now, however brave and admirable, would be too cruel. We can't do such violence to our hearts and minds.
Very well.
I'm going away.
I see.
But not quite yet.
Please. Not quite yet.
I want you to promise me something.
What is it?
Promise me that however unhappy you are, and however much you think things are over, you'll meet me again next Thursday.
Where?
Outside the hospital. 12:30.
All right. I promise.
Train for Ketchworth is now arriving on platform 3.
You're not angry with me, are you?
No, I'm not angry. I don't think I'm anything, really. I just feel tired.
Forgive me.
Forgive you? For what?
For everything. For meeting you in the first place. For taking a bit of grit out of your eye. For loving you. For bringing you so much misery.
Oh, I'll forgive you. If you'll forgive me.
Thursday! Thursday!
All that week. Thursday. Thursday. And now today. Our very last together in all of our lives. I met him, we drove out to the country, and we didn't talk much. I felt numb, sort of, and hardly alive. And then we were back, walking through the station, and my mind was saying, this is the last time with Alec. The last time. The last time.
Tune in tomorrow for the next episode of Brief Encounter.